Holy fog of doom, Batman. Look at this. What the hell? Okay. So I did a video about... Wow, there's no one here. Holy crap. Okay, so this is a continuation of what I call the Great Socialization, 2012. Pretty much a video series designed to help extremely shy people with social skills and stuff. Kind of a tutorials based on my own personal experience. And in the other video, I introduced a train of thought that a lot of people could benefit from. Whether or not they're shy makes no difference. That's just the very awesome benefit of having an open mind when it comes to culture and race and all that good stuff. And in this video I'm going to talk about more of a technique that I use when I want to talk to people. This is from like a heterosexual male point of view, just to get that out of the way, a little disclaimer. So this is like what I want to do when I'm talking to women, you know what I mean? And that is, when you see someone you want to talk to, you gotta wait no longer than 10 seconds to go from checking them out or staring at them and actually walking up and talking to them. Because what happens when you stare at somebody? Well, in the case of a heterosexual male, whenever I stared at a chick for longer than 10 seconds, I'll start doing what I call painting outcome pictures. What do I mean by this? I mean, I'll start like imagining stuff about her. I'll start thinking like, wow, she's really pretty. That'd be awesome if she was my girlfriend, or, something to that effect, Or I'll be like, wow, it'd be really great to go out with this girl, And without even like making a conscious effort to get that done, I'll be like, I'll just have outcomes. Then the longer that I stare at a chick, the more outcomes I'll create in my head. And because that's about as satisfying. It's not as, of course it's not as satisfying as actually hooking up with said girl, but in your brain you kind of, the imaginary the imaginary relationship is about as satisfying as an actual relationship. That's what happens when you paint outcome pictures. So to avoid all that, when you act quickly about approaching somebody, it kind of eliminates that, because you don't have time to think about what could be. You don't have time to fantasize or paint outcome pictures. You just have to do. And then when that happens, you can start, fantasizing less and acting more. And a lot of people appreciate that, because also the longer you stare at somebody, the more you creep them out, and the more, like I said, you're creating outcomes in your head. So, of course, you're going to be thinking to yourself, you're going to be wanting something from them, which is never good. Especially when they may or may not be able to deliver that. So, that's one of my little tips for overcoming shyness, is to not think about talking to people so much. Just do it. Of course, you want to have some kind of icebreaker rehearsed if needed, or something on your mind that you can present really quickly without sounding like a d-bag. Obviously that plays into effect too, and I'm going to be covering that in my next video about about the execution, we'll say, of socializing. Okay? Alright, so I'm glad you enjoyed this. I'm glad you watched. Thank you for watching. And stay tuned. Alright, I'm out of here. Peace.